What's up, football fans? It's time for another picks and predictions for week number 6 of the NFL 2023 season picks and predictions. But before we get underway with week 6, and I can't believe I'm doing this to myself, we're going to have to do a quick recap of week number 5. And, I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. Because at the end of the day, I've been playing pools for about 15 years now. And this has been my worst week I have ever done, bar none, including a week back when I was like 19 or 20 years old or something, where I actually missed picking all the 2 o'clock games, all the afternoon games. I forgot to pick all of them, and still did better than this week. 3 points. I went from top of the middle of the pack, not quite in like the top 10 spots, but just hovering around looking for an opening, to right down into the basement. I am in the basement. Everyone has surpassed me, it seems like. I'm only ahead of 4 other people. 3 points. 3 points. Just wow. And there wasn't even a silver lining. There wasn't even a silver lining to the idea. Like, I didn't feel bad at first, okay? The first 2 games, the Thursday game, nobody got. It was a non-game. Nobody predicted that. And then, or nobody chose that. And then the second one, nobody picked that one either. And once again, I feel like this comes down to the whole idea of it's an unfair advantage to leave a team to, not be jet-lagged and all that stuff, to get used to the time zone, leaving them there for 2 weeks. That is an unfair advantage, and it showed. It 100% showed, so I hope they get away from doing that in any other years from now on. But from then on, I mean, yeah, we were all starting on the back foot of 0-2, and then it just got bad for worse. And once again, the silver lining that could have been, had we lost the game, had the Cowboys lost to the San Francisco 49ers, I wouldn't be bothered. But not only did they beat us, they destroyed us, and we looked like shit. There's just no other 2 ways to go about it. There wasn't a million bad ref calls. There wasn't a bunch of bullshit. No, we just were not playing well, and San Francisco was playing very well. That's what happened. So when I do bad in a week, my silver lining is always, but did my team win? Whether I pick them or not. So, yeah, I mean, once again, this proves that the Cowboys cannot seem to keep that consistency. That seems to be our one drawback. And yeah, we have some injuries. Losing Diggs on defense is a major blow to our defense. On paper, with Diggs, best defense in the league. But without one of our star players, like losing Parsons would take us down to a middle, if we lost Diggs and Parsons, that'd just be a nightmare of a show. So the fact is that, yeah, that was just not even, there was nothing good to say about week number 5. Absolutely nothing. And, oh, wow. So now I have to make up, because now the leader is a week ahead of me, and most of the people chasing the leader are about half a week ahead. So I need to do some stellar-ass weeks, but now I'm so scared moving here into week number 6. Here are my picks, but I don't even know what to do anymore. So let's just jump into the week number 6 picks. Kansas City against Denver. Yep, picking Kansas. Baltimore and Tennessee. Going with the Ravens. I sort of want to go Tennessee, but I'm so scared to do an upset. I picked 2 upsets this week, because Atlanta, they suck. Washington, they suck. But I decided to go with Washington. I thought Washington, did very well against the Eagles and stuff like that. And everyone says, oh, but the Eagles are so good and stuff. I'm like, no, first off, I think right now that the 49ers are the best team in the league. And not just because they beat Dallas like that, but because just in general, Kansas City has been, like Philadelphia, are not looking as strong as they should. Cincinnati seems to ebb and flow the way they want to go. And Buffalo, once again, Buffalo losing and stuff like that. So I'm seriously deciding to go with Washington on this one. They look to me like it's gonna be a down to the wire game, at least I think so. Once again, I don't think I know what's going on in football anymore with only 3 points to speak of last week. So until I get back up to 11 and 12 point weeks, everything I say from this point on, take with a huge grain of salt. Minnesota over Chicago. Vikings haven't proven anything, but Chicago has one win in a whole year, in a 365 in a calendar year. They have one win. I don't think they're going to get 2 in a row. So even in Chicago, but maybe they'll, time to go. Now that they finally got a win, so maybe that's a bad choice. Cincinnati over Seattle. Well, I didn't pick Cincinnati because they only were scoring 3 measly points and losing games. Then all of a sudden they show up and they dominate. So. Are you the Bengals or are you not? Take your pick, So I want to pick Seattle here again, but I'm scared. I'm trying to make up some favorite points, I'm trying to just pick the easy pickings so that hopefully this week goes how it should on paper, and maybe I can at least not get further down behind any of the leaders. San Francisco over Cleveland is damn obvious. As much as I like Cleveland. Miami over Carolina, another obvious pick. Jacksonville over Indy. Hummed and hawed about this one. Hard about this one. 2 average teams. 2 not bad teams, not great teams going at it. You don't know which way it's going to go. But, and once again, Jacksonville is now home. Are they going to feel the jet lag? And is Indy going to feel that? I don't know. Either way, I'm going with the Jaguars. Then I went against the grain once again because I don't trust the New Orleans Saints. Yes, they beat up on Bill Belichick, but clearly Bill Belichick was riding that Tom Brady grace for a lot longer. He was praised as one of the best coaches, best this, best that for so many years. But clearly he can't do much if he doesn't have any superstars. If he doesn't have enough talent on his team, he can't make it happen. So I had faith he could, because as much as I begrudged Big Bad Bill, I thought that begrudgingly that he was this guy who could make superstars at it. He could turn dirt into diamonds sort of idea. And no, apparently that's not him. So not New Orleans beating up on that doesn't really prove much to me. They're still a shit team. Houston is looking to be on the high, so I'm picking Houston. In Houston, of course. I'm just giving them the 3 points, guys. So then we have up against Bill Belichick, talking about them next. I don't pick the Raiders very often, but I got to pick them against a shitty New England team. So there's that one and done. Rams over Arizona. That's an easy pick. Even though they did lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, I thought that the Rams would win that. Unfortunately, they just couldn't capitalize on a few big plays and stuff. They looked really bad in the fourth quarter. Is what it is there. The Eagles over the Jets is an obvious pick, but for some reason, this will be the week, This will be the week that none of this stuff goes how it should on paper. And I mean, like, half of it won't go that way. The Jets will win, Arizona will win, New England will win, and the Bears will win. You know what I mean? Or Denver will win. That's how this week is going to go, but I can't just keep throwing Hail Marys because clearly that's not working for me. So, and then Lions over Tampa Bay. I sort of thought about this one a little bit because it's in Tampa. I thought about giving them the 3 points. But the Lions are proving that they're not just an average team. They're actually a good team. They're sort of climbing the ranks as a much better team than people, and myself included, gave them credit for. So I'm going to give it to Detroit until they disappoint me. Buffalo over the Giants now that they're back where they belong. If they can't beat up on the Giants, then Buffalo really needs to think long and hard about what they're doing. And then, though Dallas looked like shit against San Francisco, and our 2 losses, one against the best team in the league, or arguably at least in the NFC, and 2 is against a game where the refs were biased and bought. I'm still, I gotta have faith in my team. I'm not a wishy-washy fan. I've been a fan of them for a lot of years. And you can see the flaws, and I see the flaws. Injuries aside, yes, that weakened us, but I see the flaws on offense. We have some major flaws. We don't capitalize. Our morale, when it's down early, we never recover it. There are problems with the team. It's not a perfect team, but we can beat the Chargers. I'm not picking the Chargers over my Cowboys. Just forget it for Monday Night Football. So that's it for my picks and prediction. What do you guys think? And if you want to talk about week 3, week 5, Wow, I mean, I just don't want to. That's just a bad memory that I'm just trying to get out of my head. So, that's it from me. What did you guys think? Let me know your own picks and predictions down in the comment section down below. And let's just see how week number 6 treats us going forward. Have a good one, everyone. Enjoy your football Sunday. Bye-bye.